Welcome back, Nuevo League. I'm out here to bring you yet another Wi-Fi battle this week. Today we got Alex versus Bryan. It's going to be the third match of the NBL Victory Road event. So anyway, just a little history. Alex makes her first ever debut in round 2 of Victory Road, having been knocked out of the other times she was in it by a battler who didn't make it. Now she enters as the undisputed champion of the regular season, facing her old nemesis, Bryan. The rivalry between these two date back to when Alex defeated Bryan to end his winning streak back in week 4. Bryan worked hard though, giving Alex the same fate 6 weeks later and denying her a shot at being 10-0. Round 3 matters more than both of those did. And who shall emerge victorious? So anyway, if we analyze teams really quick, we can see that Bryan's team is going to be somewhat, from what I can tell, pretty bulky. You know, we got the Hippodon, we got the Sylveon, we got the Dragonite. Also, we got the Steel type Bisharp, and this very powerful Mega Lopunny, as well as the Stormy for special attack and possibly spinning. Then we look at Alex's team. We got quite a bit of bulk on her team as well. So we got the Gliscor, the Tyranitar, the possible Volcarona set, and the Gastrodon. Then we have the special attacker Mega Manectric and the physical attacker Slurpo, which is as seen, but very, very threatening. Anyway, without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and hop into this match and hope that you guys will enjoy it. And this is the second match out of a series of 2, so it is 2 out of 3. This is the one that was suggested to me to record, so I'm going to go ahead and go for this one. Anyway, Bryan's going to lead on his side with the Hippodon, while Alex is going to lead with her Slurpuff. Immediately, she's going to go into her belly drum. Try to get this sweep potential off. However, as we all know, Hippodon is extremely defensively bulky, so even with this boosted +6 attack, it's possible that this won't be able to KO this guy. Anyway, Hippodon's going to go in for his Earthquake, Stab Earthquake. It's going to do a ton of damage against the Slurpuff. Then we got the Sandstorm out, so Slurpuff isn't going to be looking too hot. Even with the +6, Hippodon is the freaking tank, and this Slurpuff is able to get like no damage off at all. And the Sandstorm is possibly going to slowly kill this guy at this point. Anyway, Hippodon is going to go for the Slack Off, restore itself to full health, and Slurpuff is going to get hit by the Sand Screen. That Slurpuff is going to go for the +6 Play Rough, which is almost able to KO this Hippodon this turn. Obviously, the Rocky Helm is not going to be his friend at all, and it is going to be KO'd by this Earthquake this turn. So already we see this physical attacker going down from the very get-go. And that's why I really, really appreciate Hippodon. I used to use it myself on one of my older teams because of how defensively bulky it is. Anyway, with that, Alice is going to go ahead and start next turn with Godspeed, the Mega Manectric. It's going to go ahead and get the Intimidate drop on this Hippodon, and then go for Hidden Power, which I'm guessing is going to be Grass, because it is super effective against this Hippodon and it's able to KO it this turn. Either Grass or Ice, most likely. And Bryan's going to go ahead and go into Sylveon this turn, and Alex is going to go ahead and go for a Volt Switch out against the Sylveon. Now Alex is going to go into her Volcarona, but Sylveon is going to be carrying the Side Shock to do physical damage to this Volcarona, which is going to get it almost to half damage, or half health. With that, Alex is going to start using Quiver Dance to start boosting its stats up. Speed, special attack, special defense. Another Side Shock is going to fire from this Sylveon here. It's going to do a tremendous amount of damage here. Volcarona is not looking too hot, and Bryan's going to switch out into Dragonite this turn. Dragonites are really, really good at stopping Volcarona's sweeping potential. So anyway, Volcarona is going to go for a Bug Buzz this turn. And I am having a little bit of difficulty with the recording because it is going a little bit slow. Anyway, Bryan's going to go ahead and set up the sub, and it's going to get boosted from this leftover. Bug Buzz is going to go through this sub here. a pretty sizable amount of damage to this Dragonite. But Dragonite is going to go ahead and go for his Dragon Tail, as I saw in the last match, and he's going to force switch his Volcarona out. With that, Tyranitar is going to be dragged out into the field, forced to look down this Dragonite. Anyway, this Dragonite is going to be used for utility, as we can tell. It is carrying Dragon Tail, Substitute, and T-Wave is going to be his next attack that it reveals, which is going to paralyze Tyranitar's turn. Anyway, Tyranitar is going to go ahead and set up the Stealth Rock. Obviously not wanting to continuously be forced to fight against these switches. From what I can tell so far, this match is a little bit more even-sided than the one I saw previously, where one side was dominating. But if most people can tell, this battle is pretty controlled, more or less. Anyway, obviously Tyranitar goes for the Earthquake because Dragonite did use Roost, which is going to do a pretty sizable amount of damage. Dragonite's going to switch out, does not want to face down his T-Tar. And Bryan's going to go into his Bisharp. That, Alex is going to switch out her Tyranitar and go back into Godspeed, the Manectric. It's going to get the Intimidate drop. But Bisharp is defiant, and its attack is going to rise as a result of this. It's very, very unfortunate for Alex. That Bisharp is going to go for a Sucker Punch because obviously most Mega Manectrics do not carry any type of utility move. It's usually all attack, and it's going to be able to one-shot this guy. Now us, it's going to go into her Gliscor, and Bisharp is going to switch back out. Obviously knowing that it can't do too much damage to a Gliscor, and Stormy is going to come out face down this Gliscor. Sword damage from the Gliscor. The poison is going to be activated. Obviously, Gliscor cannot outspeed a Stormy, and it's going to take the Scald, almost KOing it this turn. Gliscor is going to retaliate, though, with a +2 Earthquake, which is going to KO this Stormy. Anyway, here comes the Lopunny, which obviously is going to be Bryan's choice Mega. And he's going to Mega Ball this turn and possibly go for the Fake Out. Just to get as much residual damage off as possible this first little turn. Oh, okay, so he's going to go straight in for the return, actually. Obviously, he was going to outspeed it regardless. He can go straight in for the return to knock out this Gliscor. Now Alex is going to go into the Volcarona, possibly hoping for a burn. Mega Lopunny is going to KO this guy, however, and does not get the burn. Wait, Alex is going to switch into her Gastrodon now. She's going to be forced to face down this Dragonite. Gastrodon is going to go straight for the Scald, trying to get as much stab damage as possible. This Dragonite has an extreme amount of bulk going for it. It's going to go ahead and Roost up this turn. And Gastrodon is going to go for the Ice Beam, which does pretty much nothing to this Dragonite. Obviously, it did use Roost last turn, so it got rid of its Flying typing, so it was only 2 times effective. 2 times super effective. But the Ice Beam, with the Mortal Scale down, it's going to do even more damage. But even at 4 times effectiveness, this Dragonite is standing strong, which leads us to believe that this is a specially defensive tank. It's a powerful Dragonite. Anyway, with a 3rd Ice Beam, Dragonite finally hits the ground. That amazing amount of resilience. But Bryan's going to switch back into a Sylveon this turn. And Apple is going to switch out Gastrodon to go into the Tyranitar. Anyway, Sylveon's going to fire off this powerful Hyper Voice that's also going to be affected by the Pixelate ability. And obviously, since Tyranitar is paralyzed, it's not going to be able to move at all first for this guy, and this Hyper Voice is going to be able to KO it this turn. Into the Gastrodon, and another Hyper Voice is going to almost KO this Gastrodon. That Apple fires off an Earthquake. Sylveon's going to hang on by 4 HP, and it's going to finish off this Gastrodon with a Hyper Voice. And with that, the battle is going to be won by Bryan. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. This is gonna propel Bryan into the round 3, so he's going to be in the top 4, so congratulations to him. Thanks you guys both for participating in the NBL this season. If you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, share, comment below, and I'll see you guys next time.